Welcome. Today I'm going to be trying out something new. I'm going to try out Nifty Open live commentary. Today is 15th of February. It's 9:14, and before we have the opening, let's quickly go to the charts. So these are the Nifty charts, and these are daily charts. We have had a close yesterday at 9:29, and in fee as of the US market is about 41% down, Nifty. And if I look at the open markets, the pre-open, the Nifty is about 38 points below at 17,896. So now let's go to the there it starts, and I am going to be putting in the indicators with the market profile. So it has opened Nifty, and this is the battle of bulls and bears. And if you really look at it at the open, there was a little bit of uptick, and beyond that, the Nifty has started selling over. And if you really look at it, that is when you would see the bears pushing the bulls. But although it is getting pushed, we are within yesterday's value area. And since we are within yesterday's value area, it is a fair bit of ground. Okay, we expect both bulls and bears to be equally powerful, and they pushing each other fair enough. Okay, so let me just quickly change this to little higher resolution so that you don't have too many picks out there. And let me also zoom in only for yesterday and today. So if I look at it, yesterday's value area was all the way from the top to about 17,890, and now market had opened around the POC, and from the POC they have sold over, and the bears have been very, very powerful, and they have been able to get into the territory outside of the yesterday's value area. And that's where the responsive buying has come in, and responsive buying is trying to push it back into the same value area. And at this point in time, it looks like the bulls are successful in pushing the market inside of the value area. And the interesting thing is to see how the fight at the value area low is going to be happening. It looks like the fight is going on. It's very, very nice. This is five uh, about tick size is about 5 rupees. So every tick AA is about 5 rupees. And now again they have tried to push outside of the value area. Another important thing, while the fight is happening, the actual uh, profile of yesterday was a DD profile, double distribution, which basically means that bulls were in control towards the later part of the day, and bulls pushed into the territory of the bears, and they were very, very powerful. They could not show their power because they closed within the value area. If they would have closed outside of the value area on the top, they would have been able to show their power. And now the bears are again yet more one more time pushing through the value area low. And let's see how far they can push. There is going to be a lot of battle between these two lines. This is the POC, and this is the value area low. So between value area low and POC, there is going to be a lot of battle out here for the bulls and the bears. And we really, really want to see how they react each other to the power of the other side. So now again bulls seem to be pushing it hard. We are about 37 points below yesterday's open. A very important point about the open: we have had a kind of uh, uh, open which is below yesterday's close. I don't consider this to be a gap. For a gap on daily chart, the gap needs to be shown. If I look at it that way, on 30-minute chart, although there seems to be a gap, but I don't consider that to be a gap for the long-term trading. And now bulls again have been able to conquer the value area low, and they are trying to push the bears very, very hard, but the bears are equally strong. The bears seem to be getting into initiative selling, trying to get into the initiative selling below the value area low. But at the same place, the bulls are very, very powerful, and they are able to push the market inside the yesterday's value area. The important point to notice is, so far the range of the market is limited. It's not very, very high. So the range, which is very, very low, so there is a trading opportunity, a possible trading opportunity that you may get in, the day traders may get in during the day. Looking at this market, if you really look at it, we are only about 20% of the yesterday's total range, and yesterday's range was also not very, very high. It was towards on the average side. And if I look at it again, bears have been able to push it. The initiative selling is pushing the prices below the value area low, and we just need to see how it spans. And we will need to wait for few more minutes before we can actually look at the real trend to the markets. We have done with the first 5 minutes, and in the first 5 minutes, the bears who are initiative bears, they are able to sell the market below the value area low. Uh, let's see where the markets take us. I'm going to take a pause, and I believe this market is at this point in time pushed by the bears because they have been able to get through it. But there is still no trade at this point in time. Let's see if there is some trade. I will talk about it little later in the day. Cheers. Bye. Welcome back. It's 9:32, and let's see what has happened to our markets. So this is where the markets are at this point in time. And if I really look at it, the bears have seemed to have taken over the control from the bulls, and they have been able to push the market below yesterday's value area low. And now, I mean, if you really want to evaluate opportunity, the opportunity for today might be on the downside, and I would expect the profile to be coming around like this. There's one more very important thing that we should be noticing. Last 3 days, I mean, these are the days, this is Friday 10th, 9th, and 8th, 9th, and 10th. We have had a value area which was overlapping value area. Okay, so we had markets where they overlapped with the value area, and then yesterday on Monday, not yet, yeah, day before yesterday on Monday, the markets choose to break that and come down. Okay, and in response to that, bulls emerged, and the next day bulls actually showed their strength with a DD distribution. Okay, and there after that DD distribution, we should expect another bull move. We should expect the change of the guard, and we should actually expect markets to go further up. But towards closing yesterday, the bulls were not able to show this strength in the closing, and they actually ended up closing in the value area. That is where we started the doubt that maybe the markets are a little heavy. And today morning, the bears, although bulls were very comfortable at the POC for the open, but then bears have been able to push the market down. Is this open drive market? No, this is not open drive market, because of the simple reason that if you look at it, there is a tail at the top. So if this was an open drive market, we could have taken the trade immediately after it moved below the value area low. This would have been an excellent trade, and just put the stop loss little above yesterday's close and just go for a shot. But because it was not the open drive, It is also not open test drive because markets have been able to go little above the POC from yesterday. So I can't even call it open test drive. And so could not take the trade comfortably. We need to wait patiently if at all we need to do that. But now bears have been able to show their strength. Let's look at the market after a few more minutes to see how the initial balance is going to be putting together, and how the market are going to be showing their strength either on the bear side or the bull side. Okay, so see you a little later. Till then, have a great time. Cheers. Welcome back. Now we are near about 9:47, and this is how the markets are looking like. Markets are always a mystery, and if you are able to read from that mystery, it becomes a mystery book. Okay, so we have seen yesterday's value area low being broken, and the market started going down. The bears seem to be taking complete control, but bulls are also waiting there. They are also there. They're not going to give their way so easily, especially when now we are into those last three areas value area. One very important thing to notice: value area low of yesterday was same as value area high of 9th of February. Okay, and second important thing is the POC of 8th and 9th is very similar to the value area high of 10th, and that is exactly where bulls have been able to find little bit of power. So if you really ask me, I would expect the markets to rotate and create value somewhere between today's value area low and the value area low of these 3 days, which happens to be exactly the same level, 17,824. So there is going to be a very nice battle between bulls and bears. Comfortably, I think we should be able to take a short position when we pull back close to the value area low of yesterday. See the action, or maybe even now, I don't know, with for the target of 825. So let me just put together an arrow here where we expect the markets to go, and so that we are able to identify that, and we are able to see how it really spans out. 17,824 is where we believe we expect the markets to go. So that gives us near about 60 points from today, from current positions. And where would be your stop loss? Your stop loss could be above the high. This is assuming that the markets will continue to do that. I am not taking any position on this, but this is how the battle of bears and bulls seem to be coming along. So let's see how the bulls react to the value area low from yesterday. Value area low from yesterday is around 890 levels, and the market is at around 885. Let me just zoom in a little bit and show you how the markets are spanning out. The markets have gone little ahead of that level, 886, and then bears are sitting there near the value area low of yesterday, and bears actually push the market little bit, tad bit down by about 3 to 4 points. I mean, 3 to 4 points is actually nothing for the markets, which is at 17,800 odd level, 17,900 levels. But now the reaction is being seen by the bears. So bears are showing their power. Now these are these initiative bears or the responsive bears? Absolutely, they are initiative bears, because we are, compared to yesterday's value area, we are lower. So they are doing the initiative activity. They are trying to push the market down, and all the buyers who have got in, they are all responsive buyers. Initiative activity is always stronger, responsive activity is weaker. So that is where we probably would have got a fair entry, 17,885 around levels. And now bears have been able to push the market down about 10 points from there. At 10 Nifty points in about a minute or so, it's not bad at all. I mean, there are a lot of traders who trade for 5 Nifty points, 10 Nifty points, and they just are in and out. We are not, I do not do those kind of trades, but then yes, there are opportunities that we are able to spot. And next target that we are looking at is around 17,824, if I'm right. I'll just reconfirm that. We are talking about this target, 824. Hmm? And now we the bears push has been retaliated back by the bulls, and bulls are again trying to go back to yesterday's value area. Bulls are putting in lot of efforts, believe me. Bulls are putting in lot of efforts. Bears are winning the game at this point in time as I look at it, and that is exactly why if I were doing a day trading, I would have taken a short position. And we will see you little later, after maybe another 15 more minutes, around 10:15, to see how the initial balance has been coming out. Cheers. We are around at 10, and I wanted to show you how the fight again happens over the value area. And the markets are very, very close to the value area low. And the bulls have seemed to be able to get control and been able to push the market inside of yesterday's value area low. Now there is a very, very interesting story that is emerging. If the markets do not find the bears and bears do not push the market down, then bulls may actually take over the control, especially looking at yesterday's DD, and they will be able to take us all the way to the value area high of yesterday. Okay, as a rotation. So there is now a possibility that we may also see a distribution on the upside, and bulls will be able to push it. Now next 5 minutes are going to tell you the story, how the markets are going to be looking like. The Just to start, we have had open which was very close to the POC from yesterday, so the market seemed to be very much in balance, and both bulls and bears seem to be agreeing that this is indeed the right price, 902 around levels. And then markets actually was pushed down very hard by the bears, and they were able to take it to the POC of 8th and 9th and the value area high of 10th. And that's where they met with some bulls, some really powerful bulls, which have been able to push the market inside the value area low, inside the POC, and they have been able to conquer the POC, and they probably are conquering even the high of the day. So now bulls have been able to print the new high of the day, which is really, really showing the strength of the bulls. And now it's very important to see how the rotation happens. The rotation is going to be happening. We want to be a little patient with the trade. We want to look at the initial balance, how it is going to be coming along, and based on that initial balance, you should be able to comfortable trading the rotations. Markets today most likely are going to be rotating around. They may not show a huge trend day unless we see some reaction at value area high from yesterday. If we see that, then we will probably see. That's exactly what we saw yesterday. Yesterday, at around these levels, where around these levels of 680, 860 or around, markets actually broke up. There were the high of the initial balance, and when they broke out of the initial balance and broke out of this POC, they actually showed a lot of strength, and then that was probably the right time to go long, and eventually they created a double distribution day. Today the situation is going to be a little different, because it looks like the bears were initiative bears and bulls were able to push it back into the value area, which is an agreement area from yesterday. So now it's very important to see how the markets react. The markets will take themselves to most likely the high of the value area, looking at the strength of the bulls at this point in time. But we will see how the day progresses, how the market participants, bulls and bears, react to all this. So let's meet up a little later. Cheers. Welcome back at 10:30, and there came the responsive sellers. Probably these are the responsive sellers. These cannot be, definitely not the initiative sellers, because now we are within the value area. And if you really look at these sellers, they have not emerged out of any specific interesting level. So these are just pushing a little hard on the buyers on this green candle, but it looks like these buyers are eventually going to push us all the way to the value area high of yesterday, 955, and beyond that we will have to see what happens. So it looks like the value area of today is going to be overlapping between value area of yesterday and those 3 days, but it is going to be a trading market where we are going to be seeing ups and downs. This is going to be a very nice, interesting market, but not huge profit opportunities. You would see profit opportunities just like about 60, 80, 100 points on both sides. So at high of the day, you could take small shorts. At low of the day, you could take small longs. There is already range extension that has happened in C period, which has taken us all the way above, all the way to around 940 levels. So at this point in time, open was controlled by the bears, but bulls have taken due notice of it and been able to push very very hard. Now it's important to see where we really see the value getting developed. So at this point in time, there is no trade again. Yes, there is possibility of markets going to 950 levels, and that's where we have to watch how the bears, if at all bears emerge, how they emerge in the market. But it looks like market will peep up out, and it will see what is beyond that level, and somewhere beyond that level the bears may come, and then they are going to be rotating the market comfortably within yesterday's value area. That's how I expect, I can read from the markets. Let's see in few more hours, few more minutes, what exactly the markets have in store for us. Cheers. Welcome back at 11:11, and here is the market. Market has not done anything. When markets do not do anything, that the market is telling us a story that bulls and bears both are comfortable at this price, and most of the times that is where market says, now I'm ready to print my POC, okay, point of control. And it looks like we are into the fourth period, D period, and it looks like the POC is going to be forming somewhere higher within the value area of yesterday. So uh, that is the case. The case now is that the early morning selling was really a selling, which was a selling tail, which was supposed to be bought in. after the double distribution day of yesterday. So double distribution day showed that the markets are bulls are taking control, but then at the end of the day bulls could not continue to keep up their control, and around that same level, if you really look at it, the POC is getting formed, and around the same level the high of the value area, current developing high of the value area, is also coming along. Okay, now after the fourth letter is done, so in about now 4 5 minutes, by 11:15, we can start looking at today's value area rather than comparing it the yesterday's value area. Okay, we have all the way till M to go, but now as we go, today's structure, today's emotions are going to be able to be available, so we could look at that. Yes, we will continue to look at yesterday's value area also. Second one is when the initial balance is broken, there is a high probability that 150% of initial balance is going to be hit. Okay, so I have plotted the initial balances opposite 150. So now there is a possibility that we are going to be hitting these levels. So let me just try putting in an arrow there. So there is this 150 and there is one more at 200. So there are now possible levels that the market is going to reach, but we still have to see this top of the value area from yesterday. It has to capture this and then go ahead. And also developing POC will get us a decent entry point. So any point, any entry, long entry below the POC should be a fair entry to go long. And now we are again at the same high of the day levels. So the third candle made a high of 939.55 to be precise, and right now we are at 940.55. Okay, so we have broken that high also, and now if you see new D print has been coming along. Let me just quickly show you that by hiding this. So now this is the current volume profile. Let me also hide these, and this is so nice, so beautiful picture which is emerging. The bulls have been patient. They waited all the bears to get out of the market, so bears push the market below, and then from there they gained this strength, and with that strength they have started pushing the markets up. Now we have to see how powerful these guys are. Are they going to be hitting the 150 levels, 200 levels of initial balance, or they are going to be seeing lot of resistance from the bears at 17950? Understand one thing very important, that market open was not completely driven out of the bulls. Second, these are still responsive bulls because which they are within the yesterday's value area. We have to see when the value start, when the trading starts going above the value area of yesterday. At that point, how the bulls actually perform. If you consider, now we are in E letter already, the fifth letter. If you consider today's value area, yes, this is an initiative activity, but today's value area is a developing value area. We don't know whether the value area itself is going to be shifting up. So yes, we have, I mean, if you ask me, my bias is on the higher side at this point in time. And I have also talked about those possible levels, 967 and 18,005, 18,004 to be precise. I mean, I could have made a little mistake here and there. 18,000 we can take it with. And this is how the markets are developing at this point in time. So we will see, I will see you a little later, maybe after some time, at around noon or a little later. Till then, we just need to watch the market. Enjoy. See you a little later. Welcome back. It is 11:29, and I really need to show you this. If you really look at it, markets have successfully taken themselves to the value area high from yesterday. And look at the reaction. Look at the responsive sellers who have come in. They were just waiting to markets to go in there, and they have been able to push the market lower. Now, is the market going to go till the POC of today or POC of yesterday? We have to see. And only after we see that, we will be able to see how the markets are going to be going in. But if they happen to go a little bit below because of the DD yesterday and the way it has come in today, I would probably be able to get some 40-50 points in the next rotation. It looks like markets are going to rotate up, and bulls will try to test these high one more time. But then markets are markets. Let's see how they perform a little later. Cheers. Bye. See you just a little while later. Welcome. It is 12:05, and before we talk about the commentary, a very quick look on the higher level picture. So, if I tell you that we are in a very nice up move, and you had this first move, then the second, then the third one, and then a correction, and then we are on the fifth leg. This looks to be very much similar to your Elliott wave connection. So, based on that, if you really look at it, about 50% correction of this wave 3, that is exactly where today's bears could take the market to, and then the bulls took over the control. Gives me a lot of confidence that probably markets are headed upward. Okay, that is the first one. And second one, if that is the case, then 127% of this comes to around 17982 levels, and we have been talking about 17966, and also these levels which are 18,004. Okay, and now let me just quickly get rid of all these things and show you the profile. This is how the profile for the today looks like. Zooming in, and now for today's profile, we have got enough data now we could comfortably look at today's profile rather than yesterday's profile. But interestingly, yesterday's profile and today's profile have got the same value area low, same value area high. Very interesting thing to notice. And now the markets have started coming down, and markets are going to give us a decent enough possibility of buying it. So we are going to be going for a long. The stop loss is going to be the low of the day, and we want to go long with those targets that we mentioned about it. We probably can, but then we cannot just simply go long here, right? Yes, this was a kind of a weak low which will get visited, and markets will come down, and from here somewhere the markets will need to go up. So if I need to look at that, I could let me just hide this guy and go to the 5-minute story of the market. Okay, and in the 5-minute story of the market, let us see how we would be able to spot an opportunity. There is possible, oh, look at this. On 5 minutes we took very nice support from here, and it looks like we are going to be completing this particular cycle, or you could also take some percentage of this whole move that the markets could do. But at the same time, I'm able to count 1 2 3 4 5. So probably the 5 series is also over. Now there are conflicts, and if there are conflicts, do we really want to go long? Let's evaluate. So If at all we want to be going long, we want to be seeing the awesome oscillator, or might be we might even want to go even lower levels on the 3 minute cycle, and then we want to look at the possible entry. Whichever the case may be, I'm not sure how we will probably get this entry, because I'm able to see. I'll just draw it for you. uh, 1 2 3 4 and 5. So this seems to be over. I mean, this seems to be over, uh, unless no, it doesn't look to be. This is a correction, and then this seems to be over. So the market profile will probably tell us the story as to what's happening, but maybe we will be able to take a small long from here, just in case the markets want to go up. The time is 12:10. The period between 12:30 and 1:30 are very nice ideal periods when the markets usually react, usually show some momentum. Okay. And another interesting thing could be, we are on 3 minute charts, so don't expect everything to work 100% correct, because as we go lower and lower, things can be little different than what they look like. But here it is exactly 127. So this could be a position to buy out the market. Let's see how the market's profile look at it. Let's see it after a few more minutes. Cheers. Welcome back. It is 12:34, and market profile has been able to identify it fairly well. And we have seen this bottom of 900 days so far, and markets have moved around 30 points already up. And this entry, if we would have taken, we would have been in profit by around 25 to 30 points, which is good. And because it's a rotating market, you may want to book little bit profit at the POC. You may want to book little more profit at the value area high, and then let a small portion of your amount run over. Because what happens is, now you have got, let me just get rid of this. You've got 1 2 3 4 5 6 times market has visited this level. Okay. And so this is a level where both buyers and sellers are comfortable trading. Okay. Buyers, when market goes up, sellers think it's not a right level, and sellers are pushing the market. When markets go down, buyers think this is not the right level, and they are pushing the market up. And this is the most comfortable level. Now, yes, we had the range extension here, and with that, as of now, we are in a normal variation day. I think we will continue to finish the day also in normal variation. Just we need to see whether the markets will go and give a tick above, and gives us a little better opportunity to exit. But it doesn't harm anyone to book profits on the way. So if you have taken a large position, some of your position could get exited little above or around POC. Little of your position is good to be exited at around value area high for the day, which is very close to value area high for yesterday also. And then you may want to go with uh, uh, another third position, little above on those targets, or probably even split it up into two. And important thing I wanted to show you was, let me just take the chart. And if you look at this low, it has come very very close to yesterday's POC. So we have seen support that the markets have taken around yesterday's POC. Yesterday's POC was an important level, because that's where we started the fight, and we had an open We had buyers trying to take control of yesterday's POC, and then sellers emerged. They pushed the market. Then buyers actually pierced all the way through, and then since then they have shown a lot of strength here. But these are all responsive buyers, so you can't say that they are very powerful people. And the moment markets reached yesterday's high, or also same as value area high, then sellers came back and they just pushed the market down again one more time. And then they pushed all the way to yesterday's POC, and from there market seemed to have taken support again. Buyers have emerged, and buyers have been able to rotate the market upward one more time. So markets are rotating around this level, which is 17,930, which is a fair value of this market as of today, which is also very close to the close of yesterday. So yesterday's close, uh, uh, after the market close, we have last 30 minutes of close, right? Or 15 minutes, I'm not very sure about that. Based on that, it was very close to 930, 929, if I remember right. And this is how the markets are behaving at this point in time. Let's see what happens to the market between 12:30 and 1:30. There is a possible move based on the Europe opening or whatever, and that would give next direction to the market. Cheers. Bye. Welcome back. It's 13:03, 3 minutes after 1. And here is the interesting situation. So, as we predicted, markets are making round around the POC. So, they took very nice support, moved up all the way to around 43, and from there it again fell back. So, we booking little bit of profit there was probably a right thing to do. And now we want to see how much of rotation now again happens. We are halfway through a 12:30 1:30 cycle. At before 1:30 we should probably get some directional bias, and with that directional bias, I am expecting that directional bias to be on the upside. And with that directional bias, I'm expecting markets to go up, but I'm not very sure. I can only make sense of the information that my market is showing to me. And if you really look at the market profile as of now, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, total 7 time frames we have been able to have in this particular profile, except for period A. We have got B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. So it's a very strong balance that the market is trying to develop here, which is also called bracket. So we are getting a lot of comfort from all the buyers and sellers around these levels. So as we go along, I would expect by 1:30, 1:45, for the markets to go up. If it does not show very nice move, the next move could come at around 230 odd levels. But now then I also need to, I mean, if we are in the long position, we might also need to make book some profits at levels higher than POC, where we may not be able to get 50-80 points, but we would at least be able to get 20-30 points. Let's see how it spans out. We'll see you after about half an hour. Have a great time till then. Welcome back. Markets at 133, 1333. Here are the markets. Markets are not doing much. It's little bit of a boring market today. Expected them to show some reaction between 12:30 and 1:30. Even that doesn't seem to be coming in. Now the we still are of the opinion that we should see one uptick all the way to at least the value area high, which is yesterday's high also. uh, let's see. I mean, I'm not very sure about that. Markets may also test the value area low of today. So there are these are just rotating markets around the point of control, and the point of control is very visible. It is all the way from B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. I also, they have been able to put it on the point of control. So it is going to be rotating around. If you would have been the scalper, or if you would have been a very short term trader, you could have taken multiple trades between 9:15, and pairing it off 9:40. So 20 points you could have got multiple times, at least here, if I talk about it. And we knew that the market is going to be rotating, right? So you could have taken one from here to here, then from maybe above here to here, and then again from here to here, then again here to here. And this is where you would have been. So about 5 6 trades you could have easily taken. Now the markets are showing interest. They are coming close to the value area low, and there would be an emergence of buyers. Let us see if buyers are going to emerge from here, or we are again trying to test the value area low. How it works out, let's just watch for next few minutes. No, it again starts. Oh, okay, good. There comes sellers have pushed it all the way to 908, and then buyers have pushed it back to 911. It's like a fight, right? You've got it's like I could say India, China, India, Pakistan, doesn't matter, Ukraine, Russia. One side buyers, let's say buyers are Russians. Russians have entered into Ukraine territory, and then Ukraine is trying to fight it back. That's kind of example that you could look at it. And right now, this is the point of control is the boundary between the two countries. Okay, so and value area is the area which is very close to the boundary, and they are comfortable being there. So it's okay if the enemy has entered into my area, but they've just entered into my area. I'm okay. I'm fairly confident that I can fight and I can push them back. So enemy always, there's point of control, and then enemy comes in till value area low, and value area low is my uh, area from where, let's say, my population starts. So I want to push them, I want to push them back. That is where I have to show a lot of strength. Then I can enter into their territory. When I enter into their territory, exactly the same thing happened. When I try to hit the value area high, they are very aggressive and they start pushing me down again. That is what is the rotation in the market. Markets are rotating around the point of control. Okay, so it doesn't look like the bears are going to win the battle immediately. Bulls have been able to push them back by around 10 15 points. 10 15 points of Nifty is nothing, but in the context of today, where markets have been doing nothing much but to rotate between 905 until 950. So 50 points market have spent more than, I mean, if you really look at it, early morning 9:30, 9:45, the market entered into this area, and now we are already at 145. So long time, at least 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 half an hours, which is almost three and a half hours. Markets has not done much. There is kind of a standoff around the point of control. Bulls and bears have knocked their heads, and they're not allowing anyone else to move any further. So that's where it is. And we are just waiting for the bulls to come, because we had earlier in the morning we had the range extension initial balance extension. Yeah, that is also called range extension. Range extension, and we see that as a strength, and we believe that bulls will continue to show that strength towards the end of the day, and try to close the market above the value area high. If they do, then getting into tomorrow, we will be going in with the bias, which is going to be on the bull side. If they don't, then this market really doesn't have much to talk about. We could also say that the double distribution from yesterday was just another day. It was not very significant. If the markets choose to close within the value area today or below the value area today. And we would just try to find the balance the next day. Cheers. I think I've talked a lot, waiting for markets to move. So let's wait and watch after a few more hours, few more minutes. Bye. Welcome back, 13:51, and here is the market. Markets have eventually tried to test the value area low, and they went all the way down to the value area low of around 905, and from there they have again recovered 20-25 points. Again, this could have been another 20-point trade that you might be looking for. So there has been lot of rotation in the market. Markets are finding it comfort below the point of control, where the sellers are not able to push the markets below the value area low. Buyers are not able to push the markets above the value area high. Buyers have only made two efforts out there, and sellers initially pushed it down, and then they have made again one and two efforts. So it's very balanced market. Not much. We are just waiting for probably expiry tomorrow, or waiting for some clues. Doesn't want to do much. Even the volumes may be not very high today. Probably we'll see a little later. But it looks like the last push to the value area high may come. I'm still hopeful that it will come, because bulls will have to show their strength. They have been showing their strength since morning, and yesterday we had a DD day. But beyond that, there is no major strength now for the bulls, except for the range extension. And beyond that range extension, if we happen to close within the value area, then tomorrow we may not take it as a aggressive day. It would be very mildly aggressive day. So if it has to be an aggressive day, the bulls have to push it out of the value area, and by 3:30 should be able to close above the value area. So let's see how the markets pan out from here. We still have got almost 1.5 hours, more than 1.5 hours, and bulls have shown strength so far, all the way from 904, 905. They have taken into 930, 25, 30 points. For today's range, 30 points one-sided move is not bad at all. So let's watch a little later again, and see what is there for the markets. In 14, that is 14 minutes past 2, and markets are not doing much apart from inflation. And we were so comfortable trading these rotations because of the market structure that we were able to get into. We were able to identify how the market is going to be, how the range of the market is going to be, and there were a lot of opportunities that we could do, but very small trades. So that is why it was very painful kind of day. As a trader, you just like to put a trade and double triple take home money, go home, close the market. But that is not the kind of opportunity that today's market actually gave us. Uh, and right now, the buyers are trying to push the market to the value area high. It would be interesting to see if at all they push it to the value area high, how the sellers are going to be reacting, because this time there is probably a potential that they would break through around 230. A lot of times markets does show that kind of a move, and if that move really comes in, it would probably be a breakout, the way we expected the markets to do it after the range extension. But we don't know how the markets are going to be behaving. As of now, the current range of the market is definitely lower compared to the average range that we have been seeing over last many days. So if I could uh, zoom out and show you. So if you really look at it, you compare the previous day range to this day range. So if you really look at it, about most of these ranges have been higher compared to the range that is today. So there definitely is a case that we may see a move up, and if we see the move up, it is going to be a bullish signal, not just for the day but also for a longer time frame, because we would be closing, if we close above the value area high. But the sellers have not given up yet. Sellers have started pushing the market below, and let's see. We still have got about an hour to go to be able to see the rest of the story that the market wants to tell us. So let's see after maybe half an hour or so how the markets have reacted. Cheers. Bye. Welcome back, 1424. And here, if you look at it one more time, now, as I was wishing from the market has tried to go all the way to the value area high, just a tad below. And then the sellers have emerged, sellers have pushed it back down again, all the way from 945 odd levels, 44 odd levels, to 30, 33, 34 levels. They have pushed it back. Yes, I know these are very small ranges for Nifty, but that is the way the market is today. You can't help it. But we are able to witness the fight between bulls and bears now. In this particular K session, we are yet to see the tick on the POC today. Now, if we happen to skip this and go up, and let's say we are able to convert the POC little higher, then this would have been complete area of the bulls, and a lot of bulls would have been able to push the bears out of the territory. We already have seen the point of control going up, the low of value area going up even above the yesterday's point of control, but the battleground has become smaller compared to the one that was yesterday. So bulls and bears have shown a very good fight today. We just need to see where the markets close. Apart from that, I don't think there is much in the market at this point in time. Still, there is a probability, finite probability, little more than 50% probability, that bulls will be able to win this battle, and will be able to get into the bears territory by closing above the value area high. And the time will tell whether bulls win or the bears win. Now, there the bulls go to the value area high, but the bears have pushed them back. Let's see for another minute or so if they are doing anything interesting for us to watch. Otherwise, we will connect later again. So 43.20, there it is. There they are pushing very hard. Will they be able to go past 45, 46 levels? so that they do the breakout. Let's see. Now, no, bears have pushed it back again. Bulls are trying very hard today. If you really look at it, bears opened the day with showing a big red candle, and then bulls reacted to it with equally big green candle. But beyond that, there was a complete fight between bulls and bears. Every time the bulls tried to push it through, bears have emerged and they have pushed it back, saying, "This is our territory, don't enter into our territory." And while bulls have been able to move the market, the fight little bit towards the bears territory, little bit higher, they have not been able to do the value area above. Oh, there it is. So now bulls have been able to just go tad bit above. No, it doesn't look like they've not yet gone above. They are struggling to push it through. They have actually gone. Yes, they have. They have broken the value area high, gone printed a K letter out there, and there it is. Now there could be some stop losses which will be around these levels, and if those stop losses get hit, you would see very quick move. Dhar, 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 dhar. These would be stop losses given by the day traders, and those day traders who have been shorting at these higher levels and making these 20-30 points. So even if these are short day trader shorts, they will not take the markets very high because they are trading only for 20-30 points. But the interesting point will be to see at the all-time high of the market, if there are any shorts above that, they will get hit and market will zoom past. Doesn't look like, it's still a little bit of a fight going on between bulls and bears. Bears have pushed it back. We will connect back after maybe 20-30 minutes to see where the markets really want to go. Cheers, bye. Welcome back. 1505, that is 305, and market has given the breakout in a bold way. Very, very bold breakout. We have been waiting for this, and we did mention that the bulls are seeming to be wanting to be taking control, and this is exactly what they have done. And if I go back onto the drawings, uh, here, this was our first uh, target, which is hit. This was our second target, which is also hit. And now the markets are marching towards 18,004, which was our third target. This is beauty of market profiles. Market profiles, market profile actually tell you what is in the mind of the traders, what exactly bulls are trying to do, what exactly bears are trying to do. And this is exactly how they would eventually show. 18,000 is already done. Another 4 points. Let's see if those happen or not. I believe we still have got around 25 more minutes, and it will just be a matter of time to hit the 18,004 and 18,220. Bulls are completely in control. What exactly happened was there were lots of shorts which happened, and there were stop losses for, there it is, the target is hit. Perfect, excellent trade. If you really look at it, we knew that there was a level value area low. Around that point we could take a long, and we knew that from there we had the first target. Oh, look at the action reaction to the second target. After hitting, market has started, the sellers have started emerging. I don't know whether markets are going to come down beyond, but as long as they close above the value area high, the market is showing lot of strength. Okay, so market will go into tomorrow's trading with lot of strength as long as they close above the value area high here. Okay, so very, very the day ends in just the perfect targets hitting. And you would also see the reaction after the target is hit. Now again bulls are pushing through the target. Let's see how powerful they can push it through. they did push. So it looks like now we need to we have got very little time, so I don't want to talk about the next targets, but bulls are showing their strength. Bulls are really showing their strength. Bulls did show their strength with the double distribution here, when markets actually moved, and this was the balance which was there. They broke all the balance and created value area above that balance, and then today they have been able to show the follow through, where we are able to have the value area above the point of control of yesterday. So even stronger day today. In terms of market profile, it is just a range extension day, so may not be a great day by the structure of the market, but hopefully we are yet to close, another 20-25 minutes to go. Hopefully we are going to close at the high point of the day, which is also going to be a clear winning of the bulls. घर के अंदर मार अंदर आके मार रहे. Bulls have entered into the territory of the bears, and they are winning the battle on and on and on. Extremely good show shown by the bulls. Initial entry of the day, the bears tried to take the complete control, and then they hit the value area high from those balance days, and then from there they started pushing the market up, and then bulls had a big candle. After that, rest of the day there was complete battle between bulls and bears. They just kept on fighting, and then eventually they had a little bit of range extension, which gave us a clue that probably bulls are in control. The value area was coming up higher and higher. That again gave us a clue that the bulls were taking control, and then based on the range extension we had the targets, and bulls actually took time till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and only after 2 o'clock, 2:15 in the afternoon, they just pierced through. And when the stop losses got hit, that is when you have the such a huge candle. And there is all stop losses which have shown this action. Now we just need to see that a day ends at the high point of the day. So overall, very nice. We will now meet up again towards the end of the day, or probably after the end of the day. Cheers. Bye. Welcome back to the close of Nifty. So without spending a lot of time, it's around 15:27 on my clock, and markets are about to close in next 2-3 minutes, and the battle is completely one-sided as of now. Bulls have just entered into the territory of bears, and घर पे जा जाके मार मार के they are just got in these 104 points from yesterday's close. Or if you really look at it, they have got I can measure this from here until here. They have got almost 185 points, 180 points from the low of the day. So it's not a small day in any ways. Early in the morning, we felt that the bears are taking the control, and the initiative bears actually showed that they can push the market down. But then responsive buyers came in. Actually, there were initiative buyers when we had the range extension. There was a lot of fight between bears and bulls, and bears tried to hold their ground. But most of these bears who were trying to hold this ground were day traders, and towards the end of the day, when their stop losses started hitting, market just went zoop 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 up. That's it. Up was the only direction in the last half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever time frame you look at it. And that's where it is now. Towards the end of the day, people are not very comfortable carrying their long positions into the second day, so they are just booking a little bit of profit. I don't think there's anything wrong in that. Markets have shown this strength, and right now we just have another 20-30 seconds left, about 15 seconds left now for the markets to close, and the markets are going to close towards the end of the day. And very good strong closing this is. Now I think now the markets should close. That is the last tick, if I'm right. I don't think you are going to get any more ticks. 18,020 is where the markets have closed. They are able to conquer 93 points from the yesterday's close. Not bad at all. If you were able to look at this recording as I was recording, you could have been able to get at least, if nothing, you should have been able to get at least from here until here, till the close of the market, 115 points. Absolutely not bad. Absolutely not bad. 115 points in Nifty, one single direction. Even, I mean, third, fourth bar at around 10:30, 11:30. I have been only talking, saying that market seems to be going up. Okay, and this was really a nice way of doing it. Now, the next step, tomorrow. What do you expect tomorrow? Tomorrow you should see an open which happens to be around these levels. The open should happen above 17,960, which is the value area low, value area high for today. Even if the open happens within the value area, there is a very high probability that market will go in here, because the auction is two-way process, right? Buying and selling doesn't seem to be completely over here. The, see, if somebody is a day trader, and if he is trying to push the market down at 3 o'clock, would he enter in the market? Probably not. Why he wants to risk his whole evening and then enter the market? So the auction is not yet over, the game is not yet over. Bears have just let bulls enter into their territory. They are going to be showing reaction tomorrow, and in that reaction, bulls seem to be powerful. Bulls have already pushed it through. The only thing which is not very aggressive is the value area. The value area is still overlapping, so there is a very high probability that these levels may get tested one more time. But even if they get tested, today's high markets is very curious. It will try to peep in inside or above what is there, because there were no sellers at that point. Nobody would come in and start shorting, right? At those levels. So let's see what happens tomorrow. So we are after the double distribution day, we were changing our hat to the bullish hat, and today the markets are saying that yes, bullish is probably the hat, but now it just looks like the balance is getting formed. And as long as this balance is a healthy balance and market starts moving above, this could as well be a fairly good stop loss level. Of course, there is definitely a good stop loss level around here, and there is a very good stop loss level around here. So we could see either of those being playing out. Okay, uh, that's about it. We will probably, if you would have liked this whole story talking about the markets, please do share with me. Please do let me know, so that I get more and more confidence, more and more interest to do these kind of things again and again. uh, as a day trader, being a day trader is not easy. As a day trader, earning money is extremely difficult. But this is a very nice tool that you could utilize, which could help you earn consistent profits. I'm not a day trader. I don't do day trading. I'm only a market analyst when it comes to day trading. So at times I do it for fun. uh, Today I made a very small profits on long side. but then the markets actually made me cry a lot, and not being everyday day trader, I could not hold up my patience, and I exited most of my positions around value area high. If I was a seasoned day trader, if I was when I used to be day trading, if I would have been done there, I would have been able to capture all of it. Let's see what happens next. I don't know, but if you like it, please do share with others, so that they also get benefited. You may subscribe. Let me know. I do teach the specific details of market profile in my masterclass, trading technical analysis masterclass. If you are interested, let me know. More than happy to teach these tricks of the game, and you can be capable of doing the same commentary. Overall, great day. Thank you so much. Cheers. Bye.